Alright, I think we are finally live. Welcome guys to the stream. I was actually gonna play something else today, but I had some time this morning and I hadn't really given Clan Molder a chance, and actually ended up having some fun with it, so we're gonna play that today. So I'm just making sure everything's good. Hello, Nicholas. Hello. Welcome to the start of the stream. Which the start is a little different. I'm not sure if you're familiar with how Legend of Total War started it, but we're not going to be as aggressive. I actually found something I think that's a little more reliable. Okay. Of course. Now the whole game's crashing.
Hail, Master Mutator, Lord of Hell.
Alright. YouTube turned off the notifications. I have no idea why. On the video, or like on the screen that you're watching, Nicholas, does it have like, do you see the bell icon? Because I think if that, YouTube changed it, because the same thing happened for me with the people I'm subscribed to. If you're subscribed to them, I don't think you get the updates unless you also hit the bell option. It's usually in like the bottom right, where you can usually like grab the like or dislike. Yep. Yeah, I had to do the same thing because on my phone and emails I stopped getting stuff from people that I was subscribed to, and I wasn't sure why, and then yeah, just kind of trial and error and found out. Okay, so we're gonna do a few key things here at the start, and I'm not sure why I'm dropping so many frames. Just literally doing it for like 2 seconds, and then it's fine again. Okay. So we're gonna build the exotic tamer building, and then the public order, because we want to get ruthless plans unlocked.
Endless hunger.
Yeah. Okay. Just one moment. I apologize. Alright, let's do that. Okay. Alright. We're back. So we're just going to rename this guy because I don't want to disband him later on. Yeah, I've got some. I got some ideas. In my trial run, it worked all right. So how it's different from others I've seen, which I'm playing on. I mean, very hard everything. You don't actually have to hurry up and try and take out Crackadrack right away. because the Norskin factions over here and Throg actually keeps them pretty busy. And yeah, we'll be doing turn 5. It's either turn 5 or 6. We'll get Help Hit up to tier 4. Because we're just putting down the expansionist planning so we can eventually, or so we can unlock this right. Because we'll pop that down after we've got this back up to tier 4. But yeah, because we just keep stacking this until we get our food where we need it, and then we'll get rid of that, get it up to tier 4. Because by not expanding this way, we're actually going to declare war on Kislev, and knock on wood, all things work. Right in here, if we are able to position Throt there, we can actually do 2 sack cities over and over again. But yeah, and then to start off with, we do need to get a little lucky.
It's nauseating.
I found out too, don't do the random one. In the first trial run I did it, and it unlocked this ability, like the passive ability Guardian, but it actually didn't unlock it for me in like the chain of things. And so I always do the deadly momentum first.
Hope it's bigger than Gorage thing.
Good.
Crossbreed.
So far, so good.
Transplant. Surprise.
We just need
Surprise.
one more. Good. Alright. Now we recycle him. And oh yeah, we got Warp Bomb.
For science.
So
Time to feed.
yeah, we're we want Ruthless Plan so we can get the food generation. This will be for growth juice in the meantime. But yeah, we're just gonna jump into this battle and start from there. Which, once we start getting the manipulations that we want on our single entities, it really starts becoming pretty fun. Which, yeah, exactly. Depends how you look at it. What kind of nuke do you want? Alright, we'll get these 3 up here. He can stay over there, that's not a big of a deal. And we'll just hop in. They will reform. That's fine.
Never sated.
Good.
Throt.
Yeah, this is my first time playing as Clan Molder. The main thing, or the main reason being, I've never enjoyed monster units a whole lot. Especially as Skaven, when you have so many other units at your disposal that are, in my opinion, better. But I mean, I like Skaven in general. I think they are probably one of my favorite factions, and so I thought I'd give it a go this morning when I had some time before a job interview, and I actually kind of liked it. Especially with, I mean, you'll see eventually, but I think the method is a lot better in terms of, at first, you're not expanding very fast, which I don't like to expand fast anyway. But I think it's just, if you fight your battles manually and you do a good job of limiting your casualties, I think it's a better payoff in the end because you don't overextend yourself. Alright, good. Swing these guys up. Yeah, I personally am not a fan of the Vortex map. Yep, we'll send these guys in. Which, it's just because, like, I mean, you play as Skaven, you play as High Elves, Dark Elves, whatever. Everyone goes for the same missions for that, and I personally just enjoy more things like, which I'll pause it to kind of explain. Like, I enjoy factions more that have like their own faction mechanic, whether it's Clan Molder, Scryer, Eshin, High Elves. You know, you have Emmerich. You know, things like that where it's just individualized. Oh yeah, this is gonna be a good one. Oh, you guys can come in here. Which I actually used to only play Vortex. Granted, it was before I had Mortal Empires, and I really enjoyed it. But it's just, I don't know. I just personally enjoy Mortal Empires more now. There we go. And yeah, we don't have to worry about it running them down this time. Yeah, exactly. I mean, with Skaven, you don't want to just sit and let your cities grow naturally. With their mechanic, I mean, it's just too easy to bump stuff up to where you need it to be, and it's not worth it, and just letting growth take time. Drop it. My dog's 40 pounds, and my fiance got him this huge toy that can fit around his whole, both of his legs, and he keeps getting himself wrapped up in it. But alright. So, we want to sack it, and then we're going to put a Under Empire there. Because what will happen eventually, in a few turns, they'll bring their army, but they're going to recruit it at their capital. And the only way for them to get down here in a hurry is for them to use the underway. And even if they like intercept you, or you actually intercept them, yeah, exactly. You just run away, and at that point, you just bring your forces down here, and they just sit there since they're. I think they should have the defensive. Yeah, they have the defensive trait. And by that time, Throg and the Norskin factions just wipe them out. Like, I think in my my trial run, I got to turn 20 or 25, I think, and they had been wiped out. And we want to build this one for the replenishment rate, and then this one obviously for the food, and we'll end the turn and move on. And then we'll just keep sacking this for in the meantime. We don't really need to worry about recruiting any units because we don't have the units that we want to recruit available. So now we just need to put this to the exploitative planning so we can get some more food. And then next turn, once this gets done, we get ruthless plans, and then after that, we'll get it up to tier 4. And yeah, we'll just keep on keeping on. Which you definitely can do what Legend of Total War has done in terms of expanding so fast, but like, don't get me wrong, I liked it cheese. I think some things you have to do, but the extent of cheese you have to do is just too much for my personal liking. Yeah, it's just too much for me, and so I messed with it a few times, and I think this is a pretty reliable excuse me, a reasonable way to start the campaign without having to go to those lengths. If you're not a fan of having to cheese a lot, because you don't have to expand, and Kislev usually, I mean, I've done 3 trial runs, and Kislev has never attacked me without me attacking them first. Yeah, slave slingers, they do their job early on.
Stone vermin.
Alright. The reason I put Throt up first too is since he has regen, and he's already hurting for a lack of regen. He'll absorb like the first couple hits, I guess, instead of him. And then we bring him in after that. And because once we do that too, more units will start coming down here. Just like so. Good. Alright, you can come in. Get your ass over here. I need you to blow them up. Good. Come on. Just give them more of a reason to blow. Good. Which hopefully... There we go. Alright, now everyone charge in. And I think... I love Skaven so much. Oh, that's good shit. Hi, Cash. I'm also, I'm debating about trying to find, with Scryer, testing out different doom stacks with them. I mean, you can do the traditional 4 catapults, rattling guns, Giselles, that kind of thing, but I've never really used like the Globadiers or Bombardiers or warp fire throwers before. And I think in some scenarios, I mean, if you do like a Skaven like ambush only, they're actually better for that because you don't have to worry about, you know, having time to set up perfectly. Yeah, that's right. I'm embracing my inner thought, alright? I'm actually going to put him in a camp stance just to get the extra replenishment too. Yep, make him a little stronger. And we'll end the turn. I totally lost what I was trying to say now though. Oh well, it might come back to me. Oh, in terms of ambushing, because you know with Skaven, if you ambush, if you're farming the traits like cunning, and you have 100% you know success chance or whatever, and if you use the I say like traditional doom stack, you know you have to set them up in like artillery in the back, then your Giselles and poison and mortars, and then your rattling guns. But with warp fire throwers and those guys, you know, with like the bombardiers and that stuff, if you just keep ambushing them all the time, you just have everyone right there, and you don't have to worry about setting up really. It's bad, you know, if you get caught, sure, but you're assuming that you know you don't get caught.
No Skaven lair.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it would be like almost like a challenge campaign where, you know, you're only allowed to ambush or something like that, you know. Good. Like you wouldn't be allowed to just attack like regular cities. Unless there's like a army sitting outside of it and then you attack it, that kind of thing. We're not going to worry about putting this up to tier 2 because I'm going to be bailing out of it before that even gets done. I'm just going to do one more turn of... Actually... Yeah, do a rating. We'll get some health recovered, and we'll get more food. The other thing I've done too Yeah, exactly. I've never really messed with it, but now that I've kind of begun a channel and begun streaming, I'm trying to find ways to separate myself and show that, you know, you can make more than one like Doomstack, I guess, viable. Yeah, I've never really been a big fan of warp lightning cannons. Yeah, I want the knowledgeable lord, just because I don't want him to eventually leave the recruitment pool. But I need to get up to 100 food. Yeah, we'll recruit him. And then recruit the Skaven slaves. And then next turn too, we'll put him in. We'll actually put him in raid stance, just so he generates more food. But yeah, as a artillery piece, I think in general, artillery pieces should not be used, you know, to snipe enemy units. And I mean, just like, okay, if you're an artillery piece that essentially shoots like one line at a unit, like, you're not really doing that much damage. And not to mention, how many times in campaigns do you see AI just bringing, you know, like a Doomstack of 20 single entities? I mean, you're just never going to. Knock it off, dude. Alright. Yep, just auto this. And yeah, we actually want to use this growth vat. Because we want to upgrade it as soon as we can. And we're going to get this Tide Pox so we can spawn those guys. Good. So, yeah. The reason we want to do this is because we want more mutations on some of our entities. Which we want this one to help his casualty replenishment rate. Good. We don't want to do that just yet.
Not welcome.
Let's see if we can get away with one more. I want this speed and physical resistance one. Good.
For science!
And I already attacked it. So we will end the turn, and next turn we should have our food. So we're actually going to demolish these buildings right now for some extra cash. Which I think I just dropped a few here. I think I'm back. Yep. So now we
betrayal strong.
just one moment. There we go. Alright, so yeah, we're gonna abandon Hill Pit, and next turn we'll be able to push it up to tier 4. And we'll just keep sacking this. And then we'll actually put him in camp stance just to grab some extra replenishment. If the lightning bolt was like a ballista bolt penetrating the ranks. Yeah, exactly. It's just, I mean, if you're gonna use artillery, why are you trying to use something that is basically using like a sniper rifle? I guess would be the best way to put it, to kill a unit when you have other units that can do the exact same thing. So yeah, I just think it's a wasted artillery piece. Or if like the lightning bolt or whatever, like warp thing, whatever you want to call it, if it would, you know, like hit a unit and then like spread around it, that would be cool. But as of right now, I don't think the fact that, you know, okay, you, tier 4, baby.
Master of this nest there.
Yeah, we'll put growth back down. Yeah, I don't think the fact that right now it's just not a good unit to grab. All right, we want these two. We need this back. We want the growth. We also want that. I gotta remember of what I all use it on. Yes, we want the extra income, and then we want the warpfire throwers and the public order building. And then just check to see.
Endless.
Good. Oh. Yeah, we don't want to fight that. So we will retreat for now. And this is when we start using Kislev as a sack city.
The council's voice.
Eat.
Yeah. It's not a on fire. Yeah, exactly. It's one of the weaker artillery pieces in the game, in my opinion, for its purpose. Which, they'll just sit there the whole time.
No creatures in Snowsnow. Hate here.
Would have been good in a few turns.
Listen to me.
Yeah, money's gonna be a little tight for a little bit, but it's okay.
The Unclean.
So this is where
Feed me.
we declare war on those guys as well. Excuse me.
Meat flesh for me.
And then to make sure he doesn't rebel, we'll just force march him over here to be in this fight.
All hail.
Good. Yeah, sack it. Yeah, you are not keeping that. Actually, yeah, get that for now. Then grab these units from him. And even if he does revolt here, we'll just ambush him right away.
So beasts together.
Dreaded
Come
one.
on, Throt. There we go.
Twist, bend, mangle, experiment.
And then we're actually going to get Lightning Strike with Throt. Just because I don't trust the fact that...
Gracie.
Good. We got lucky.
Feed Throt.
We just lost our movement. We got gypped.
Eat, feed.
It's alright. Yeah, it solved our money issue. And they don't have anybody here, so we'll be fine over the end turn.
Good find. Good harvest. Yes.
Which, on your end, Nicholas, is it in 1080p? Or can you get it in 1080p if you want it to be?
Greater control, yes?
Because I did a scheduled stream today. Yeah, we want that and this. And I don't know why. But if I like just go into YouTube and hit live and go live, it lets me on the projection on my end. I can watch myself in 1080p, but if I do a scheduled stream, it doesn't let me. But it's telling me now that it's still allowing it for people to watch it in 1080p. Because if it doesn't let people do that, then I'm gonna not be able to do scheduled streams at this time. Okay, just double checking. As long as you can get it at 1080p, that's what I am concerned with. Good. Now we'll build the under empire there as well. And then, shit. That's not important right now. We want to get this stuff built. Get the food. Good. Grab the replenishment, and then we'll start moving towards monstrous abominations. Alright, sounds good. Again, like, so, my streaming software shows, you know, that it's 1080p, but when I do a scheduled stream in YouTube, for some reason, it's not letting me actually watch it on there at 1080p. But like if I just go into YouTube, hit go live, just straight up, don't have to do anything scheduled wise. It lets me watch it however I want, which I don't need to watch myself in 1080p. It's just I just want to make sure that people that are viewing it are able to if they so choose. Good.
Not trust this one.
Alright, I want the replenishment building here. Put him in ambush stance. Yeah, we want the growth juice regeneration, or growth juice in general. Recruit and disband one of them. Don't want to do it too often because I don't have a lot of money. I definitely want to do this next turn so we can get our undercities going. I don't know. It wouldn't be a bug with the game. It would be something on YouTube's end. So yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't know. Which I imagine it would fix itself if I got better internet, like a direct internet hookup. But I mean, as long as it's showing to viewers at 1080p, I don't care if I'm not really watching myself anyway. Alright. Sack that. And actually, yeah.
Great feast meal begins.
Before I forget.
You're in my optics.
Get that built. We'll send him to Altdorf. There's the other one.
It's alive.
Which I need to get replenishment rate. It's one thing, I mean, we will struggle with at first. Yeah, we'll do that for now. Until our heroes get leveled up, replenishment's going to be a bit of an issue. We just got to be, I mean, more or less, you got to be very Skaven-like with how and where you attack. Want to wait till we get to the next one, to the next level, because we do want to get some better units in case we need them.
Twist, bend, mangle, experiment.
No. But you want these over the plague heroes right now. Good. Yep, and we're just gonna keep doing this. We're gonna
Absolutely not. Crossbreed creatures.
Yeah, we'll go into encamp stance there. One thing we do want to do is actually save these levels up. We got Lightning Strike, which is what we need, and we want to be able to get all of these abilities that will boost our units. And then yeah, we'll. We got the cash. Let's go ahead and do it.
Harness the power.
Good. We will end the turn and keep on. Yes, sir. One thing I do want to have happen is we actually need the army in Zoe Shank to come over to Fort Ostros, or else we can't do the double sack city. Now we just rush to get the monstrous abominations, so we can get faster research.
Master Lord of Hellgate. At last, flesh meat.
Good. What's he at? So he got 10 units there.
So many dead.
And yeah, I don't want to recruit anything until I can get some brood horrors. There we go. That is what we want. Which really for Throt's army, I mean, if you can get, yeah, we'll get rid of this one. If you can get cunning, great. But discipline is also a pretty good trait to have as him. Since we will be going melee spam with him. Alright. And we're actually going to go with the replenishment over the upkeep, because money's fine, but we need to get our monster units healing as much as possible. And the food we're going to save up for their Fort Ostros or whatever. Okay, this is new. I've never actually had them come down and attack me. I guess I should have been paying attention too on where I was setting up. Let's just retreat.
Too tough. Leave.
So if it gave us a, I'm betting.
Don't think so. No, I will not shame my clan.
Starving.
I will not disgrace my ancestors.
So he can't quite reach here either.
Endless hunger.
Do you take me for a wazzock?
The problem is we only have the one warp bomb.
Warp madness.
And they won't contribute enough of these units to attack that one rat ogre, mutant rat ogre. Excuse me. So let's just play it safe and go over here, grab the replenishment, throw in another hero there. That's fine. And then actually grab the growth because the breeding pit actually makes us pretty good money. And then we'll get close to to getting some better melee units as well. Sorry, I got something itching my nose. I don't know. I think, which again, I have no inside information like I don't know anything. I could be completely wrong. I don't know.
Throt, the Unclean.
My personal thoughts on it are the newer factions, especially Cathay, unfortunately, are going to be like how the Skaven were for Medieval 2. Where they put up a lot of hype for it, which are good. I think it's going to be a great faction in time. Because they talked about how it's going to be a defensive, a defensive-based faction, which no matter which one you pick, in terms of the Dragon Lords, I guess. But you have, defensive infantry, you have archers, and all that stuff that's supposed to, focus on working in unison. Where, I can't remember where I saw it.
Bring me meat.
No. Where they talked about how if, you have like your spear wall, right? And if you have your archers or gun units or whatever in a certain area, they get like a fighting like unison buff. But I don't think the units that are going to be like really the wow factor are not going to be available right off the get-go.
Twist, bend, mangle,
Unfortunately, I think it's going to be, which again, they did this with Warhammer 2, why wouldn't they do it with Warhammer 3? But I think all the units that are going to be really good are going to be DLC units. From the trailer, like those little balloon things that we're shooting, I think they're just going to basically take the model that the Dwarven models have, like for the gyro copters and that, which those units are shit. And unless they do something to buff them consistently, yeah, I think one thing they will have, which this is really good. The one thing they are going to have over the dwarves is their own lores of magic. That is what I really am excited for, is to see how they basically take a dwarven faction, more or less, and actually put magic in with it. I think it's going to be really, really cool to see how they put all that together.
Time to feed feast.
But I still am, which again, I could be totally wrong. They could just have everything like right off the get-go where there's like boom in your face. And if they do, like, great, I'm excited for it. I just unfortunately don't see that happening. And that's, but anyway, I'm excited for it. Don't get me wrong. I am ready for Warhammer 3. I think it's going to be pretty freaking cool. But I'm trying not to get my hopes up at the same time, I guess. Especially, too, like, even some of their units, I would imagine they're going to use it based off previous models. And so, like, again, like with the gyrocopters, they're going to be using that for, the Cathay version, which those are shit. So unless they fix those, I don't see how those units are going to be effective. And, ooh, I need to use that. And even with, Yeah. Even with like the generals that will transform into a dragon, the dragon, you know, in the trailer and in the other screenshots they put in, look very similar to the Koado models that they put, the unit they put in for the Lizardmen, which those are really, really derpy right now. And so, as much as I'm like, this is gonna be pretty freaking awesome, I'm also, I'm also like, I don't know, trying to keep my head level-headed as much as possible. That's shitty. Which I'm not gonna save scum and do it, you know, try and get the perfect one. I'm just gonna take it. It's unfortunate, but it's okay. Good, we're almost to where we need to be for that. Good, we got replenishment rate with that lord.
It's alive.
Yeah. We're gonna have to fight that one manually.
Carve gouge, harvest parts.
Yeah, I think overall, I think there's a lot to be excited for, and at the same time, I am just kind of like just keeping my trying the best I can, anyways, keeping my head level-headed. But yeah. I just want to use it so I don't lose it, more or less.
Surprise! Surprise!
Good. And then we'll jump in and fight this one. I think. Yeah, we don't want to lose those units. Yeah, I mean, like I was saying, I think the fact that you are basically taking a dwarven faction and adding magic into it, like actual powerful magic, I think it's going to be really cool. But, and I'm also glad, I know some people are upset with them pushing stuff back, but again, I think they're trying to make it as perfect as it can be before they release it, which I would rather have that instead of them, you know, rushing the release date. And they're like, okay, you know, here it is, here's what you wanted, and then people complain, we're like, oh, this isn't what we wanted. It's like, you know, it's a double-edged sword. Like, do you want it out fast or do you want it done right? So, which he's gonna take damage right away.
Throt! Throt!
Yeah, I don't know what to think about Kislev right now. I think the Lore of Ice is, like, I'm excited for it, but I think it's either going to be really good or a waste of people's time. In the sense that, I mean, you're going to be going up, basically, I mean, your job is, you know, to defend everyone else against chaos. And so if your magic is, say, on tier of, like, death or beast magic, I think it's going to be, it's going to piss people off more than it'll make them happy. Yeah, exactly. I'll take the delay in the release of the game over them saying, here it is. You know, because then people are still going to complain and be like, well, why didn't you fix this? And it's like, I mean, you can just go around in circles with it. It's like, okay, well, you rushed them into releasing the game early because you wanted to play it, and now it has a bunch of bugs, so just shut up and let them do their, let them do their thing. Come on, keep shooting me. Which once we get our like actual army set, we won't have to worry about this. What would be cool, and I've kind of been thinking about it, so I mean it would keep people from like save scumming with Clan Molder, is they throw in a mechanic where like obviously right now, you know, if it's unstable you can recycle it if you don't want it, but you know, like to get that perfect army where you'd have to more likely than not keep, you know, save scumming. If there was a mechanic where you could spend a certain amount of mutagen or something to fix the problems that they have. So I know we're dropping some frames again. Come on. Okay. Yeah, I've been having a lot of issues with scheduled streams.
Food this way. Mobstone guides me. Where flesh meat.
Alright, we're finally back. I apologize about that.
Lord.
You need to come up here, and you need to come up here. Which one thing you can do as well, Nicholas, I know earlier you were talking about how you're having issues with, I know like the bell wasn't clicked on for you. Actually join my Discord server. It's the same as my YouTube name. It's just Lemon Pledge Total War on Discord. Which right now I'm trying to use that as well as Mercy the Mad self-promotion Discord. He has, because since I don't have 1,000 subscribers, I can't actually like make a, what am I trying to say? Oh, since I don't have 1,000 subscribers, I can't like just make like a regular like worded post on YouTube saying like, hey, you know, I'm going live pretty soon. So I definitely recommend doing that, which I will get the link to the Discord here for you in just one moment. And for those who are end up watching the channel, which I'm just gonna put it in the chat. Which, yeah, that's just the my Discord channel where I have like a general, I have Warhammer 2, live stream announcements, upload announcements, that kind of thing. And so I'm trying to use that for the to show like, hey, you know, I'm going live today because I don't quite have all that planned out. And like set up to where I'm able to do it every single day. Yeah, but it fits the minutes. Yeah, you're not wrong. It's
Harvest backwards.
It's just an idea. It'd be come on, get in here. There we go. There we go. There it is. You guys come in here. We'll just try and get him as close as these guys as possible to get some more healing. Yep, there we go.
Never sated.
And we'll actually use these guys to run as many of them down as possible. Because I need that guy to, or that mutant rat ogre to get more health. And I've had some issues too with links not working. So if it doesn't work out, just go to Lemon Pledge Total War on Discord and it should pop up. Alright. Good. We want to sack it.
Show them of the strength might.
They can't reach me, so we will expand it as well.
Ogres, my lord.
Don't care about
These
ogres.
brutish nomads are as strong as...
Excuse me. Yep. And we'll build that and get some more food.
There's so many dead. There's so many organ parts.
Good. And then one more level up. Throt will be able to get the rest of his abilities unlocked.
Your prestige grows.
I am Throt. Time to feed
Good.
feast.
We should. Awesome. And have enough movement to also go into ambush stance. There we go. Alright. Yep. Yeah, because that'll be melee defense, missile resistance, weapon strength. This will be good for replenishment rate and growth juice, more growth juice, and better for... okay, yep. And we'll get Throt's health and ward save up. Yeah, let's make him a little cheaper, or our units cheaper. Get more of these guys that we can spawn.
Time to do it, leaders.
Yeah, recruit and disband.
Do what?
And then let's actually get our Undercity stuff built. Good. I do need to spend some food. Yeah, that'll be good. That'll be some extra food and whatnot. And we should be able to get some more pack masters next turn as well. That's alright. One thing we do want to look into doing is coming back here so we can get some more units. So let's swing this way. Sack that. And come over here.
Find creature beasts. Experiment.
Alright, if we can only get these two, let's actually let's force march and save the money this turn and come over here.
Full trees keep me from meal food.
Get rid of there we go. No. Yeah, bye bye to storm vermin. And end the turn and keep moving on. But yeah, next turn we'll start getting some more brood horrors and mutant rat ogres because I think we need 3 for one of Throt's, yeah, one of his weapons. Which it'll be good to grab some replenishment too while we're doing this. Good.
I am Throt, the Unclean.
Yeah, we'll just go into that stance, the camp stance. Get 2 of these and 1 of those. And get rid of our clan rats because they're garbage.
Master Lord of Hell Pit.
Yep, keep working towards monstrous plans. Good. Next turn we will recruit the Discipline Lord and start working on getting more pack masters too. And then we actually want to start using our food to bump this up to tier 4, potentially tier 5. But yeah, we'll just kind of see how it goes from there.
Treason way.
So far though, it's been a pretty good start to the campaign. Which welcome who is to those who are tuning in. If it's Nicholas, welcome back, and if it's someone new, welcome.
Watch your back, tail.
Okay, let's get 1 more brood horror. And get that Lord. Even though it's not cunning, a disciplined one won't be bad because we're gonna be going melee based. Yeah, that's fine. And we'll be able to start using more of our mutagen because we'll have more units to actually use it on. Let's throw in a warp fire thrower just so we have some damage dealing in there too. Yep, we'll move on. Which I don't know why they didn't come back and attack their rebellion, but. Because since we have the growth juice too, getting to the point where we can get more chill apart from this door showing up randomly. Yeah, I don't like in all 3 of my testings, like if you just kept sacking it and like ending up in this area, they can't actually reach you So I just must have been close enough over that way to the north where they started. They thought they'd attack me.
Yes, yes.
Okay, let's do I want?
We can feed caught on anything, yes.
Recruit and disband him.
I must eat, feed.
It would be good to get some more brood horrors. That'll get us to 20 units as well, and we'll just keep letting this grow up, and potentially get some more mutagen on the next. Yeah, because we'll end up spending all of that because we're gonna have more monstrous units.
No question.
Which I might have to go make some more coffee here shortly, but that won't take too long. Good. Which the other thing too is with our army getting stronger like this, we won't have to worry about, you know, if we get caught somewhere, we're not gonna have to worry because our army should be strong enough to do something about it. Which
Feed Throt.
yeah, let's just while we can, we'll just keep doing that. And next turn we'll be able to get monstrous plans, which will buff our food.
Caught on anything, yes.
Yeah, let's do that now. Let's start spending all this before we lose it. Alright, yep.
If not work, me eat.
Good. Good.
For science!
Son of a bitch! Oh my god. 10% chance and it fucked me. 10 fucking percent. Are you fucking dicking my ass? Alright, well, let's start from here. Good.
Me am like God.
Good. God damn it.
Surprise.
It's fine, I guess.
Enemy things.
Alright, end the turn and keep moving on. The good thing too is if we keep these settlements here, we can use other generals down the line to use those as sack cities as well. Which, Nicholas, did the link to the Discord channel work for you? I guess I don't know if you tried it out. If it did work, just let me know.
No question. Twist, bend, mangle, experiment.
Alright.
I'm sneaky, yes.
Go there for now. Again, if they try and attack us, I'm not really too worried about it. We got enough. We got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 warp bombs. So bring it on. Like, how do you have a fucking 10% chance of it happening? Ugh. Whatever. Which again, like, the more or like the last month and a half since I've been streaming and doing recordings, like, streamer's luck, like, I never really gave much thought into it, but it is so fucking true. Because I've tested this 3 times, and when I've gotten to this stage, and both of those trial runs, I had these perfectly with 6 mutations the way I wanted it. But of course, you know, now that I'm streaming, it doesn't want to cooperate. That's no problem. I was just kind of curious. I don't know if it'll take you like
Good.
to the actual server, or if it takes you to like my personal point of view or like my angle on it. I'm just kind of curious.
Master Mutator.
We need some levels up bad. How much money would we get from this if we...
Twisted flesh.
Yeah, we got the food though. Pyrrhic victory.
Cut slice body. Keep organs.
Yeah. It'll be fine. Yeah. Don't care about Skaven slaves, that's why they're Skaven slaves. Good, that'll help her with replenishment, and they can't reach us here.
Kill, eat you.
Good. Go walls. We'll keep that just because of the research that we can get from it. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. And we'll actually build this here so we can get some plague claw catapults.
Madness.
Yeah, start getting him leveled up. And we got good replenishment coming, so that's good. Might as well get that for some extra cash. Murphy's Law. I recognize it, but I don't remember that.
I am Throt.
Yeah, we'll just replace the one Skaven slave unit. Which, today is Wednesday. I'm trying to think, since I have you on here, Nicholas, to kind of let you know what my thoughts are in terms of live streaming and whatnot.
Eat.
No, you want to get rid of
Monsters
that.
at my command.
Probably the next time I'll
What experiment?
live stream is potentially, it'll either be this coming Saturday or this coming Sunday. I'm just not sure at this point in time. It'll depend on my fiance's schedule, actually. Yeah, we'll get him as Brood Horror. Same with this guy.
Not trust this one.
Which, if she ends up hanging around and needs the computer, then that's more than fine. But it'll either be Saturday or Sunday. I'll be live streaming again, and I'll probably just have some uploads of videos in the meantime. Yeah, it's knocking on wood, because I mean, if the one thing that goes wrong is that one mutation going wrong so far, I'll take it. Plus, in one more turn, the walls will be built here, which we do need to come back here and make sure they can't attack that. Assassin. Yeah, he'll be good for a scout.
It's alive.
I can't quite reach him. That's fine. Just going to ambush stance right here. Money is becoming an issue.
Time to eat leaders.
No creatures in Snowsnow. Hate here.
Yeah, that's fine. Let's check on. Have we gotten another Undercity yet? No.
The nation calls.
5% chance isn't working out too well for me.
betrayal strong.
Okay. Yeah, we'll just trying to think of what to do next. Because they're gonna come down and blow this up, and that's already a ruined settlement. But I need. I mean, Throt's only level 14, but I almost turned 30, so I need to do something in terms of finding a faster way to get him some more levels up. Which, that guy should come and attack us here. I'm hoping he does anyway. Which I wish Throg would just blow that last settlement up, but he won't. You got bushed, bitch. Suck a fat one. There we go. Okay, good. Good. Yep.
Use every organ part.
The other thing we want to do is because we want to get this right here, is to increase the capacity of mutagen we can actually hold.
Nasty, strange brew. Man things, no challenge.
Good. Get him missile resistance since he's got his mount. And good, that's got walls.
I must eat.
Good.
Time to feed feast.
And then we're gonna force march over here.
Hunting for food.
Just so over the next turn we're close to this settlement, so we can sack it and then hopefully get to Fort Strugov, or however the heck you say that one. Because yeah, money is definitely becoming an issue, which we might need to do.
Great feast meal begins.
These are actually cheaper than our warp fire throwers.
What's your back tail?
Twist, bend, mangle, experiment.
I wonder if any of these are good for missile units. Which I doubt it. Yeah, I didn't think they would.
Clan rats are not content.
Yeah.
Lots many enemy thing corpses.
Don't need these guys anymore either.
Bifurcate.
It's only 100.
Transplant.
Yeah, let's just get rid of the units we don't need. Any little bit of money, I mean, it's... Talk about penny pinching, that's about as a severe case of penny pinching as you can get, but... Because at this point, with our army getting stronger, I do want to start expanding so we can actually start making some money. And I'm not looking to go into Norska because I want them to take the blunt of the Chaos invasion eventually. That's another reason why, like, I did this like this way to start the campaign instead of the other way, because
I am Throt, the Unclean.
son of a bitch.
Break will.
Alright.
Shiny shinies. Throt.
There we Good. We'll just leave him in force march, so eventually he'll get the campaign movement range trait, and he'll start going down and increasing the strength of our units here.
Trust this one. Should eat.
Yeah, let's make them cheaper first. Money's more of an issue now. Being cheap.
Bad rat.
Good. And yep, we'll just keep saving our money to get better walls.
Thief in the villainous night.
I don't know where their armies are. But we'll end the turn and keep moving on.
So many organ parts.
Sleepy boy. I guess I could get the Warlock literally for the fact that it's part of a mission.
Kislev.
Good. Alright, I should get 2 battles out of this turn.
Full belly, make me strong.
Good.
Clan eat well now.
This is what we wanted. Which I honestly may have even attacked that guy there if
Wait still.
he wasn't in camp stance. Good. Let's make him a little stronger in melee.
Is loyal.
Yep, replenishment will be good.
One of my
Just make everybody stronger. And next turn we should... we might have to do some of the battles, but we'll be able to get that up to tier 4. Which... I mean, that's just to get his ability. Getting Gorich wouldn't be a terrible thing either. We're just not ready to... We don't have the magic or anything ready to deal with all that. May get 3 battles out of this. There's 1. Alright. 2.
time to feed a feast.
Oh yeah.
At last.
You know what's funny is I just force march over here and we can eventually do that again.
Where's my door chances?
Good. He's got his weapon. Yeah, we'll get this done, and then once this is that research is completed, we'll get rid of the scavenge pile.
Master Lord of
Good. Our monsters will fight better now.
Good.
More replenishment rate. Good. We got plague. Good. Damn. Didn't get anything we wanted.
That beast's heel.
And we will move on. But I don't know, I'm kind of interested. Nicholas, what other games do you play other than Warhammer 2 in your spare time? Because oddly enough, the other game I play, it's it's the mod of Medieval 2. It's the Lord of the Rings Third Age Total War Divide and Conquer. So far, and granted my channel is pretty small, but those videos are actually getting a better audience than Warhammer 2 at the moment. Good. Cool. Take food. I'm just kind of curious, like if you have any desire for that stuff. I mean, I definitely implore you to go check that out. I've live streamed one campaign. Excuse me. I've thought about doing some others. I just more or less haven't decided if I want to take the plunge into it or not. Got weapons team, so we'll do Blastmaster.
The rat knows me is best lord.
Yep, good.
Fool,
Good.
think best better than me. Not trust this one.
Yeah, the campaign movement range wouldn't be bad. I don't know if I'll keep him in the army for now.
Twist, bend, mangle, experiment.
But it's not the worst thing to have. Catching up in our levels as well, which is what we want to see. Just money's real big of an issue right now. That'll be good to get too. Leadership charge bonus for that might be one of the worst army buffs in the game. Oh, you're good.
Greater control, yes?
I mean, the reason I was kind of just curious just to kind of see what your interests were, just because, I mean, oh, I want to make sure he's immortal. I mean, I definitely enjoy having you on the channel. You're fun to talk to. You make the streams more fun for me. And just thought, I mean, if you were into anything related with like Lord of the Rings, that kind of thing, I mean, I just kind of wanted to let you know that I also do that stuff on the channel. Which I don't know, I enjoy the game, but it's not really, it's more something I do as something I do for fun. I've played that longer than I've played Warhammer 2. I started playing the Third Age game back a few years ago, back in high school. Oh, dude. Let me put it this way. When I started dating my now fiance, I kept my interest in, like, oh gosh, oh, awesome. Yeah, I followed the Divide and Conquer Discord channel, and kind of started talking to them, and more or less, like, what I found was there is no one that live streams Third Age Divide and Conquer, like, consistently, that is. You know, or like in Warhammer, you have Legend of Total War, you have Mercy of the Mad, where they're streaming for hours on end, you know, day after day after day, which, that's great. They need to do that for their channel, but nobody does that for Third Age Total War. And so I've thought about doing that more instead of actually Warhammer, because yeah, we're gonna put him in the army instead. When I like go and look at, okay, you know, like, what is when people are coming to my channel, what are they watching the most of? And it's actually the Third Age Total War. And so, yeah, it's just something I've thought about doing. I was just kind of curious as to whether or not you'd be interested in seeing that, more of that, whether it's more live streams, because I do more of, I know I do like recordings of like the, excuse me, the Dwarves of Erebor I'm doing right now. But it's just, yeah, it's
loyal.
Yeah, it's something I've been interested in doing more of.
I will stay hidden.
Yeah, I used to watch him too.
Not trust this one.
And there's, I just think more or less there's a opportunity there. Especially, knock on wood, I had an interview with the job today that would actually give me the schedule where I'd be able to stream either Warhammer 2 or Third Age Total War, where there's more of an audience for that, which I'll actually find out about the job tomorrow and whether or not I got it. And so there's definitely a lot of potential there. I just need to, you know, fingers crossed I actually get the position. But yeah. Yeah, since again, I don't know. It's just kind of like from what I've seen. But as far as I can tell, yeah, we'll get that. He's kind of branching out a little bit, it seems. I think it's evident that he still has some say on Divide and Conquer and its future. But I've seen him play a lot more of like other Lord of the Rings games and Warhammer 2 actually. And thank you, I do too. It's there we go. It's definitely something I am excited for, which I'm just gonna save it briefly. I'm not done. Don't think I'm done. But yeah, it's just, if it all works out the way I would like it to, it's something I am considering doing. Just because there's no one doing it right now. So, all right, I'm gonna be a little ballsy here and try and get the physical resistance and speed on some of these guys. All right.
Hope it's bigger than Gorage thing.
Ah, son of a bitch. All right.
New aberration.
I mean, I'll take 3 out of 4. It's not great, but I also don't want to. I want to go more towards the Brood Horrors anyway. So if they end up holding out better than the Mutant Rat Ogres, that's fine with me. Yep, we're good. We'll move on. What do I work with? Currently, I am. I've been in warehousing for the last 5 years. I started doing all that stuff in college and continued it after I graduated. But the role I'd be taking now is I'd essentially be doing data entry for a company. So yeah, it would allow me, one, it's a pretty good increase in pay, so I mean that's always a bonus, and it again would allow me to have the flexibility I need in order to not only work when I want, but then be able to stream when I want and play when I want. So yeah. Excuse me.
Time to do it, leaders.
Yeah, we'll just keep
Master of
recruiting
these
and disbanding
beasts.
those guys. Ambush the rebellions because we don't want them to take it. Our food's at max. Good. We want to start getting those.
Master Lord, help it!
Yep. If anything, the good thing that will come... Oh, we don't want to do that just yet. We want to get Pestilent Birth. One thing that'll come good of leveling these guys up now is eventually we can swap them out of the army and put them in weapons team Doomstack. Good, and let's... Yep, we want mutagenic elixirs. Man, they're just getting their ass kicked by these guys. Let's
Kill, harvest pods! I must eat, feed!
good. Yeah, let's get Quartermaster. We need some more money.
Good. Not eat,
Good.
eat.
We got our magic.
Rat knows me is best.
Yeah, same with well, he could be our magic technically. But we'll level him up like we would if we were going to put him in a doom stack. Like a weapons team doom stack. Yeah, that'll be good because then we can actually start recruiting units from there. And then yeah, we'll do the recruitment rank for that. We do want this, but for now, let's get leadership and campaign movement range. But yeah, I'll actually find out about that job tomorrow already on whether or not I got it. So I'm very nervous. Mainly because I do want the job. It'll be better not only for me, but for my fiance and I. It'll be better for both of us. So it's I'm very nervous and very excited at the same time.
Purest wasps.
Let's sack this one more time since we're here.
To feed a feast.
Yep. Which
Marauders all.
I didn't do anything with them, did I? No. They
Marauders
just all of them really liked me because of my actions against Kislev.
Northmen come.
That too, and it's not great territory, but it would be safe territory for me. But let's force march over here.
Great feast meal begins.
Good. Come on. Yeah, boy.
Thou canst serve me.
Good. We will end the turn.
Many kills.
Sure, public order is fine. That wouldn't be bad to get there either. But that would be better in the long run. Which, kind of going back to it, I know we just briefly touched on it, but in terms of like Lord of the Rings, in terms of a nerdiness level, how nerdy are you from 1 to 10?
Man needs new, better rulers.
Stock scuttle.
Yeah. Money's gonna start becoming a bit of an issue.
Move.
Pestilence.
Just not making enough.
Me alpha, me train pack well best.
Warp bridge intact.
The bubonic.
Okay. Yeah, let's get these 2 brood horrors, and then we'll start doing some conquering.
Stay underground.
Money is just hurting. Yep, we'll move on. Which, over the intern here, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna go use the restroom and make some more coffee. So I'll be right back.
Speak too slow. I poke stab things brain. Make talk speak quicker.
Alright, thank you for being patient. I'm back. No, not yet. Man, they just keep blowing all of their stuff up. Which, again, like, I don't know what happened, if it's just, I guess, streamer luck now. Like, these guys, well, one last time, I think they were at war with each other up here. Which obviously slowed them down, but they were not this aggressive last time.
Twist, bend, mangle.
Yep, we'll get immortality on him. And yeah, we'll just keep armies looking pretty strong. We'll end the turn and keep going. Oh, you're good. So I'm trying to think of what I want to do next up here. Then I'll kind of get back to what I was asking you about. So you can tell our money's a bit of an issue. And these guys are just expanding too fast, and they're coming down and blowing everything up. Which, again, the last time in my run through, Kislev was wiping all these guys out. Oddly enough, the vampires had been wiped out by like turn 20, and so I was just able to go around and pick up everything and have enough cash for it all. But I may be forced to start attacking into Norska because I just do not have the funds to not do it at this point. Can't quite get the mutagen I need,
I am Throt,
but I can if I attack him, and I think we're just gonna go full on shitting on Norska.
At last, flesh.
I need the money. Ooh, Helm of Discord will be good. 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 Alright.
Is
Yep.
loyal. Maybe it's one of my group.
Sure. Okay. I honestly, oddly enough, I wish I did do IT. But I actually did business management and marketing. And I mean, if I'm being completely honest, I regret it. So this is kind of how my thought on all that was in high school, which I'm 25 years old, so kind of put that into perspective. So in high school, it was all about, okay, you get a degree, you know, you're going to get a good job, all that stuff. So I was like, okay. At the time, I was really, really into sports. I was a college athlete. And so I was like, you know, I really enjoy business. I enjoy marketing. I want to do sports marketing. And I'd never really, like, I had played, like, Rome Total War. I had played some other games involving the computer, but my main thing was, like, Xbox or PS2. And so it just never really was something I actually started getting into until, other than Third Age, Total War, and Rome. And once I discovered Warhammer 2, I couldn't tell you now the last time I started playing, or I played my Xbox. I use it, you know, like for Netflix, Hulu, that kind of stuff, but I really just kind of got out of it, like nothing for years, which is why I was doing warehousing work, was because nothing was popping up in the career field that I actually wanted to do. And so I just, you know, I could not work. And so I started getting into warehousing. I started, you know, which I do enjoy it. It's fun. I do enjoy it. Son of a
Crossbreed.
bitch.
Transplant.
Fucking garbage. But now, like, with my getting into Warhammer and all that stuff, and really, the reason why I wish I was getting into IT stuff, honestly, is because with how everything is becoming nowadays, I mean, stuff in IT, you'll have a job for the rest of your life, guaranteed. There is nothing in any position, no matter what company you go for, they will need IT personnel. And so in terms of job security, it's probably one of the best, in my opinion, that is. As well as the fact that, okay, you know, you're going to have job security, and, like, okay, for me, I play, you know, Lord of the Rings, Divide and Conquer. I'm now playing Warhammer 2. I'm getting into, yeah, we want that because we want to get volatile plants. I've learned a lot more about, like, streaming platforms. I've learned more about how just computers work in general. And one of my best friends from college is actually a coder. And it would have been more profitable for me, again, if I had known the future, more or less, what I was really going to start growing a passion for. But again, I mean, that's trial and error. You know, it's just life. It happens. Which I am happy with what I'm doing for now, but the job I could potentially be getting here soon, yeah, is something I'm more excited about because of what it offers me. And I don't think my channel is ever going to get to the point, you know, where I'm going to be able to retire. You're never too late to get into it. Yeah, you're not wrong.
Feed Throt.
It's something I've debated, which I'm going to recruit this lord. It'll hurt our money, but I'm gonna start ruin dwelling.
Twist, bend, mangle,
I need to see. I need to start I need to attack a place that gives us a heap of money, and so we can actually start using our food. Have I got the ambusher trait yet? No. Which I declared war on a Norscan faction, so I don't want to declare war on the vampires just yet. Any correspondence on modern? Yeah. Which oddly enough, which I wish I would have paid more attention to it. In college, I had to take. I went to a liberal arts college, and so you had to get certain amount of credits in every physics, health, like IT, all of that stuff. You had to get they wanted you to be a well-rounded, educated person, which is great. And I never thought of IT being something I wanted to do because one, which I can't blame him for it, but my professor was, I mean, you could take a nap listening to his voice. Yep, this will help with our money too. Ooh, actually, save the money because we're gonna need to bump this up. Good.
Yes, yes.
Hunger.
Good.
Endless hunger.
And we're just gonna blow it up for the money, or sack it for the money. And so some of my friends that were actually going into IT, I honestly, it wasn't cheating, but I more or less I didn't put any effort into it whatsoever. And now looking back, I'm upset with myself that I didn't pay more attention to it. Mainly because one of my best friends that I graduated with, he and his girlfriend have moved around quite a bit, and he's been able to find work wherever they go because of his IT experience. But yeah, it's part of it. It's part of life. You learn, and it's just something you have to learn. I'm gonna be right back. I made some more coffee, so I'm gonna go grab that, and yeah, we'll be back. Alright. Excuse me. Yep, we'll get the campaign movement range. We'll bring him over here. I guess we'll search. Okay, this one's easy. Whichever one doesn't have one. It looks like the F. Yep. Tell you what, let's just force march over here, and we'll do his his quest next turn for the extra cash.
Take leaves and make paste.
Because then next turn too, we'll have enough money to push that up to tier 3 for walls. Good. We'll end the turn and move on. Out of curiosity, why do you hate it? The main thing I have seen in terms of like IT stuff is like fortunately for myself, when COVID started going on, I didn't lose my job. I was working in retail at a grocery store at the time, and so again, I was fortunate enough where I didn't get laid off, but I know a lot of people that did. And in that situation, you know, one thing that you'll never have to worry about in IT is you get to work from home, or you can work from home. Yeah, let's. Oh, we get Gorich now. Yeah, we'll fight this one. And so I had some friends that were out of work for, you know, a few days, few weeks, few months. But then, you know, that's why I'm also very excited for this position, is because if I do get it, it's always going to be a remote based position. And so, you know, I can literally work anywhere I want. And so, you know, if COVID starts spiking again, or in the future something else comes up, I don't really have to worry about it because my job is pretty freaking secure, because I can do it from anywhere.
Full chaos things! Attack Hellpit again! Why they not learn lesson last time? Big problem, yes? Hellpit not send abomination monsters to other clans? Easy.
So it looks like their Gorich is just getting bull rushed.
Throt!
Yep. Alright, come forward. Which you're not much use, so you guys just come this way. Good. Hellfire throwers come around this way, so you're not in trees. Take these guys out. Then we're just gonna spawn these just to keep these guys busy. Spawn you guys. Oh shit. Wasn't paying attention. Hopefully the fire throwers are okay in there. Yep. Come on, buddy. Oh shit. These guys are getting wrecked. That's alright. Luckily for me, they're actually both the ones that have instabilities. You cast Plague right here. Alright, he's a good one. Get him out. Those guys that are damaged, get them out. Good, that'll heal him.
Master Mutator, mutate! Smartest Packmaster!
Good.
Packmaster!
These guys need to shoot those guys. Definitely, it's definitely something I need to get better with. I'm not a melee focused general player, so it's definitely something new for me. All right, you guys need to come over here. Good. I think we won. It doesn't help either that being the unstable units, they're
Throt! Throt!
come on. Jesus. Those guys will not die. There's the... Yeah. I want him to be the one to get this. Hopefully. Good. Yeah, I'm not too concerned with ones that are damaged. Good. And we got Gorich. Decisive victory, and I made it Pyrrhic. That's how you do that shit. That's mission job. Yeah, that's one thing I don't know how I'm going to handle. Mainly because I grew up playing sports my whole life, and so I'm used to always kind of being up and moving. And so, like, obviously being in a warehouse, that I enjoy logistics as well, and so being in what I'm doing, and I enjoy it, and then going to a job where, you know, I'm basically sitting at a desk all day is going to be different, but that's where I'm lucky that, you know, I'm not, like, going to an office or, like, a business to go and work. Like, luckily, like, since I'll be working at home, like, okay, if I'm, like, you know, if I'm getting stressed out, burnt out, whatever, I can just stand up and go to the other room for 10 minutes and come back. But I know what you're saying. And I wish I could have more, I guess, helpful advice for you. Because I can definitely understand, like, where you're coming from. Because, you know, you want to not feel bad, I guess, about it. Let's get rid of these two units. I think at the end of the day, which I guess I should preface this too, the reason I'm not only for the financial positives that this new job would give me and my fiance, but it's the I'm trying to say it as nicely as I can. My past jobs, I've been not physically abused, but essentially what I was bringing to the table, they didn't value me and they treated me like shit, and oftentimes made me feel like shit because I wasn't bringing enough to the table. And so that's why at the same time I'm nervous about the new job if I get it. I'm also excited for a new beginning because of what I've been through. And so it's like, don't get me wrong, if you have a place that values you, treats you well, and appreciates the work that you do, you know, like, that's awesome. And again, I don't know your situation at work, but that's why, for me, why I'm kind of doing a complete 180 in terms of, you know, going from a job where I'm up and moving all the time and doing this and that to doing a desk job, basically. You know, it's with what I'm getting into now, it provides that opportunity. And so yeah, just kind of just striking when the iron is hot, more or less. You know, it's I'm excited for it. I'm nervous about it, for sure. But yeah, you're unemployed right now. My fiance and I had just moved to Alaska is where I live, actually. And so in terms of getting You know, in terms of like work in general and also streaming, it's very difficult, you know, because like if I honestly, like if I want to stream, you know, for people in America, I have to, so like right now it's 7 o'clock, you know, Central Time in the US, but it's 4 o'clock up here, and if I want to stream, you know, if my audience were to grow and I started getting you know, more viewers, you know, in general, if I started getting more viewers and they happen to be from, like, say, the UK, if I want to stream in the UK, I have to, you know, be streaming at 5 a.m., which I don't want to really do that. And so it's just something I have to be aware of, that, like, you know, I'm not going to get everything I want, and I have to work around things. Or Nebraska. But yeah, I guess in terms of like streaming and stuff, the reason why I'm excited for is it's not the fact that, you know, I think I have 4 subscribers now, you know, which that's, for me, like, I don't even care. Like, I think that's awesome. It might sound pathetic, you know, because I'm sure there are people that be like, you know, by your time I had hundreds of subscribers. I'm just happy and appreciative of people that take the time to view it, because like, coming from, you know, the viewer's perspective, I know there are probably hundreds of people that you could, and I don't mean like you personally, in general, like, people can watch that are much more experienced, like, for example, Legend of Total War. I totally know that. I totally know that people like that are much more important to other people viewing it. But like, this job opens that door potentially of getting my channel to the point where, you know, I'm not doing it full time. I'm not doing it to make a living, but it can, hopefully, what I'm hoping it does is basically like it becomes like a part-time job. And so, you know, I'm streaming, you know, working. Oh, I need to do this. That's why. Good.
Even me feels fat
good.
and quick faster. Me hungry.
Good. He's got that one. Fuck a duck.
Hope it's bigger than Gorage thing.
Good. Well, I got 2 out of 3. We're slowly getting to the army we need.
Eat.
Right. That's kind of what I'm thinking. You know, like, especially the fact that I've had I've live streamed only a handful of times, and the fact that even the growth I've even had and the views I've had, for example, like the This Is Total War campaign I did last week, which I do enjoy those types of campaigns. It's just Eschen was kind of a poor choice on my opinion of where they're located. But, you know, the fact that at that time I had, I think 2 subscribers. It was you and one other person. And I got like, I think 13 or 14 views over that. And even the live stream I did, the reason why I'm interested in doing more live streams of the Third Age Divide and Conquer game is because I didn't have much time to stream a few days ago, but I had like an hour-ish or so to live stream a Third Age Total War campaign, which is like an hour and a half. And that one's already got, I think, 13 views on it. And, I mean, I mean, you have the British guy. I can't say his name. You know, the one of the main mod editors for the game. You know, he did all that stuff for him. He's out there creating content still. You have Izzy out there creating content. You have Lionheart X10 that has 400,000 subscribers. You know, cranking stuff out, and the fact that I'm still getting that, I'm very honored, and I'm very thankful for those that have taken the time to watch me, because I mean, you know, I'm the new kid on the block. They could be like, okay, you know, he's not going to do anything different than I already know, and if that's the case, I totally get that. I totally understand, but you know, I might have some input on things that people may not know about. So it's just, I mean, if it gets to the point right now, like, I'm kind of doing it just for fun at this point, but if it gets to the point where I'm able to, you know, have a steady income on the side of because of it, that's great. You know, that's, right now, that is like ultimate goal, like, get to that point. I'm the happiest camper in the world. I don't see it becoming that, but again, if it happens, so be it. Like, tip of the cap to me kind of thing. Yeah. Let's get this going so we can get some chieftains. And we'll be able to get volatile plans next turn. Right. I mean, which is like, even I'm trying to think. Like Mercy the Mad, for example. Dame Offensive, they've hosted me each a few times. I mean, 2 months ago, they couldn't... you're good. 2 months ago, you know, they probably didn't even know who I was. I mean, I was just, you know, another person in their chat commenting here and there, and now they have gone out of the way numerous times to, you know, tell people to come check me out. They've each hosted or rated me a few times, and I mean, I don't deserve any, or nobody owes me anything, and the support from the community has been awesome. So I'm very happy with the progress I've been able to achieve so far. We need to get this walled up. I'm thinking our next course of action is to attack the vampires, because I do not want vampiric corruption everywhere, and they can actually get me some good money from the gold there. And I mean, it's almost turned 50, 2 hours in. I haven't really done much, and I wanna start expanding. So we are gonna go. Sack value is pretty garbage there. The problem is the vampiric corruption is rapidly increasing. What I can do is declare war on them. Yeah, suck it, dick. Good. Sack it and just go into ambush stance. Come down here a little bit. Yep. These guys are good. We'll do magic attack. That'll be good. Yep, and just keep making these guys stronger. Good. Yep, make him immortal. Good. Rich. What are his abilities? No, we don't want any of those. This is really good. Yeah, let's go over here. We will hopefully catch them in an ambush. Yeah, and I mean, in watching other people, I'm trying to find things that, right, you know, like, I actually talked to, I mean, it was like 1-2 emails. I talked to Legend of Total War about a year ago, when I thought I was going to be able to start my channel again, which obviously didn't happen. But I asked him, you know, like, any advice you could give to, you know, someone that wants to start streaming, and, you know, he told me, he's like, the best thing I can tell you is just find how you're different, you know, compared to other streamers, because anybody can grab a mic and do a Let's Play channel, which, you know, he's not wrong. A lot of people do that and can do that. And it kind of made me think, like, okay, you know, like, what do I really want the channel to be about? And one, the fact that, you know, in terms of Third Age Divide and Conquer, you know, nobody live streams that. That's a window of opportunity. It's not to say someone might start doing, like someone else, I mean, start doing that soon. But, you know, right now, that whole market, I guess you'd call it, you know, is open for the taking. Nobody does that. And although, you know, again, you have Lionheart X10, you have Izzy, you have other YouTubers already doing, you know, Third Age Divide and Conquer. Nobody is doing that. And we want this one because we want the settlement income, percentage of that from them. And then we'll take food. Just hold off on that for now.
Secrets.
Excuse me. And so, you know, you have Lionheart X10. You know, he does a lot of, you know, Let's Plays. You know, he's gonna do this, takes a lot of feedback from people who watch, you know, does renames, that kind of thing. You have Legend of Total War. You know, he's there, you know, I'm playing on the hardest difficulty, I'm gonna show you how to do it effectively. And honestly, I mean, hell yeah. Which I know auto-resolving is pretty boring. I'm not trying to bore you out. But I'm doing it just so I can kind of keep talking to you at the same time.
Clan, eat well now.
God, what was that trait?
I go.
And, you know, I guarantee you a lot of people can probably, you know, give Legend of Total War credit for not only getting into the game, but being as good as they are because of the things that he has found. And then, you know, after that you have other people that focus, you know, on other factions, you know, more so. And so I think what I really enjoy, you know, I'm not out here saying that, because granted, I'm in no way, shape, or form this type of person, but, you know, like, I'm the person that I'm gonna, you know, be here consistently, and I'm just here, like, for the average people. Keep going. Alright, thank you. And, you know, like, I'm not here to be, you know, I'm not here, you know, because I can't say, like, you know, I'm going to teach you guys how to, hi buddy. I can't come on here and be like, you know, Legend of Total War is telling you wrong, here's how you should do it. I'm not that at all. You know, I don't do Legendary because I don't enjoy it, and not everybody, in the Total War community, you know, is going to want to play Legendary difficulty, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like, more power to people that, you know, can't effectively play legendary difficulty and enjoy it. I just don't enjoy it, and so you know I'm not going to try and reach that part of the market because I know it's not going to work well. And so it's you know I have it in my description, I believe. But you know I'm aiming for the market group, you know, that does this in their spare time. They do it for fun, they do it to relax, but you know they play at a higher difficulty because easy or normal or hard is just too easy for them to play. And so although they probably know what they're doing, there's a very good possibility that they even know what they're doing more than I know what I'm doing. Yeah. And that's totally okay. But you know, I'm here to reach them in case they don't know how to do something. I'm here to be like, hey, you know, I'm, you know, Lemon Pledge Total War. You know, this is how I play. If you think you can learn something for me, you know, or from me, you know, that's what I'm trying to reach out. I'm not by any way telling people like, you know, you need to play it this certain way or you're never going to succeed. Because every person is going to play the game in a different way. And at the end of the day, if the way you play makes it fun for you, then that's how you should play it.
Many years to come.
And you know there's nothing wrong with that. And so do that building and then also growth just for some extra money. And so you know that's kind of how I'm trying to fit in, I guess. Since we started talking about it, is you know my niche, I guess I'm searching for is the person that, you know, they're not getting on Reddit, they're not getting on, which if people use that's not what I'm trying to say either, but you know, the people that are going on Reddit saying, oh, you don't play on legendary difficulty, well then you don't know how to play Warhammer 2. Like, no, that's not what I'm about. You know, like, I'm gonna play it how I enjoy it, and if it helps people learn things along the way, so be it. Depending, you know, in the future, I might do more. Yeah, that'll be good for our brood horrors. I might do more videos where it explains more things. You know, if I find something, say in Warhammer 3, that's exploitable. You know, kind of like how Mercy the Mad does it quite a bit with things for the Dark Elves. He's a really good Dark Elf player. You know, that's awesome. I am not familiar with Dark Elves a whole lot. And so, you know, the fact that I can, yeah, we'll just bump that to tier 2 just so we can get some money and some food and get the corruption down. You know, like, honestly, like, a lot of times I go to his channel to learn stuff. Like, I think today he streamed, I mean, I watched it. He streamed Hellebron, the Crone. And one, I'm terrible with Dark Elves. The way you think your channel fits me perfectly. I'm glad. And that's what I'm hoping, because it's, you know, not everybody is out there to play not only Warhammer 2, but, you know, video games in general. Some people are going to use it for different things. I mean, some people are going to use it, you know, like Legend of Total War, to make his living. So he's, you know, he's going to come out here every day on the hardest difficulty to prove that he's the best. And in my opinion, he probably is one of the best, not only Warhammer players, but Total War players in existence. Like, there's just, I mean, even though he doesn't play multiplayer anymore, I guarantee you, you throw him in a ring with some of the best multiplayer people, he can probably win, you know, I'd say at least half of the battles that he goes into, just because of how advanced his skills are in the game. And, I mean, again, like, tip of the cap. Like, I can't do that. I do not have that skill level to perform at that high of a level. I want to get tier 4 walls here. So, you know, I'm not trying to, with everything, you know, I'm not trying to get into that market because I know I don't know everything. And so, yeah. I kind of keep going around in circles, but that's, you know, what I'm wanting to, yeah, we'll attack him. That's my goal, is to find that market of people that are just here, you know, they're here to use it to unwind. They enjoy it. They're going to play a lot of it. But at the end of the day, they're, you know, they're not thinking like, okay, this guy doesn't play legendary. Like, he can't, you know, he doesn't play legendary, so he can't teach me anything I don't know. So, yeah.
Not trust this one.
The other thing too is, like, in other streams, like, I mean, even for me, like, I'll watch the Legend of Total War. I'll watch the Dame Offensive, and they'll do things. I'm like, you know, if that was me, I wouldn't do those things because it doesn't make sense to do it. Legend knows how to, yeah. Like, he's been around Total War and long enough where, you know, I think he's said in his videos, like, for new games, he'll play on normal difficulty for like an hour and then boom, like right up to legendary difficulty. There is no way, I guarantee you, when Warhammer 3 comes out, I will be at the normal or hard difficulty probably at least for a few weeks to figure out everything, because he has an act. And what I mean, I act like he has a gift of finding things that are broken fast and exploiting them. Like, which again, it's his. I mean, it is his job. That's how he is going to get more people to view his things, by saying, hey, like, if you're playing Warhammer 3, I found this that you should try because it's really fun, it's really juicy. And, you know, I'm not looking for those things as he is. You know, he's going to look in, you know, say if it was Skaven, right? He gets all the buildings to recruit heroes. He's going to go through and be like, oh, like, hey, this trait, this would be really good in this scenario because you can spam them and make this that much stronger. Like, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna play a game like, oh, these units all seem pretty cool, like, you know, what kind of, like, what do they do, kind of thing. You know, that's as far as I'm gonna go with that. Son of a bitch.
Nauseating.
This is some bullshit luck.
Endless hunger.
Ooh, I could do that. I won't do all of them at once. So let's do this. And he's already got that one augment.
All things fear us.
Good.
What rough beast thing comes?
Good. Yeah, it's just, yeah. I'm excited for Warhammer 3, I am, but at the same time, it's not going to be, you know, because I guarantee you, Legend will probably, like, I remember during COVID, I was working like 60-hour weeks, and I would get off work, you know, get all this built. We need more money. Do I have the? Ooh, don't want it there. I want stuff that I want to upgrade things that have the reactor stuff things in them for more money. You know, I guarantee you when Warhammer 3 comes out, he will have, like, it'll be the most basic video, and he'll probably get like 60,000 views in less than 24 hours, if not even more than that. And that's just because, you know, like, I don't care who you are, when Warhammer 3 comes out, 95% of people will be going to his channel because they will have, or he will have things that they want to know. Be like, hey, if you're playing as this faction, you know, don't do this because you should be doing this kind of thing. And I mean, don't get me wrong, I will be doing the exact same thing. Yeah, that'll be good to get the magic resistance and the physical resistance. And so, you know, it's... But again, it depends on the person and what they're looking for. You know, that's why, you know, Legend of Total War has his fan base. That's why Lionheart X10 has his fan base. It's because people go there for the things that they want separately and what they provide. And so, in this, like, rant I just went on, you know, that's what I'm trying to find, you know, that middle area where, you know, I'm not going to try and say I'm the best and that you should do this because I play on the hardest difficulty. I don't want to do Let's Plays that, you know, again, I don't know how he keeps, when I say he, I'm thinking of Lionheart X10. I bet even game. Yeah. Like, I guarantee you, Creative Assembly, even though their relationship is not the best, like, the reason why they go to him is because they know not the quality of job that he's going to provide them is why they're there. They know he's gonna, like, get the game and they're gonna give it to him, and he's gonna be able to dissect it and find so many things wrong, and they'll be like, okay, like, even though we may not get along with him at this point in time, you know, he's gonna be able to help us make the game better for everybody else. And so
twist, bend, mangle,
that'll be good to get. We want walls. We definitely want this. This is gonna be a money province for us. Yeah, we need more. Do growth. Oh, we already got growth there. We'll eventually need more plague priests. You know, I guarantee you, out of everything, Creative Assembly is getting more out of that deal than he is. Because he has the fan base. People know he's going to be good at whatever he's doing. And, yeah. But that's, again, where you know, and I don't mean just you, as in viewers, but, like, people that are, doing, you know, streaming, making videos. That is how you separate yourself, is finding that, you know, how are you different, you know, from the Legend of Total War, from the Lionheart. And it's because, you know, I can't sit here and do
The next Death Master.
yeah, exactly, like, you know, you have Lionheart X10 that is gonna do, like, literally a Let's Play that's gonna be 100 videos long and get a handful of views. But then you have, and I can't do that. I cannot. I mean, because you think, what? That's 30, you know, minutes long per video, 100 videos, you know, or 100 recordings of that campaign. I can't do that. I do not have the attention span to do that. I just can't. Like, the This Is Total War campaign, I did with Clan Eshin. I did that for, I think, 5 hours, and I was already getting bored of it. I can't do that. You know, like, it's not who I am. You know, like, the fact that Eshin, that, you know, Legend of Total War, you know, he'll do some campaigns, and, like, he'll do stuff a lot of times, you know, based on how people are giving him feedback, how his views are doing. you know, like, he's not going to keep doing something that he's losing interest in and that other people are losing interest in, which a lot of people, from my experience, you know, they don't want to know what you're doing 103 parts in, you know, because at some point in any game, you're going to be steamrolling, especially in Warhammer 2, where, you know, you can do, like, for Lizardman, the Stegodon Doomstack. High Elves, you can do the economy cheese. Skaven, you do the weapons team. Once people see you get to that point in the campaign, even like this right now, I'm not expanding it very fast. My money's not great. It's really not a great campaign overall. But the battles in that, like, I think I fought maybe, I could check here. 46 battles, and I've auto-resolved 42 of them. Like, this army is really strong. I guarantee you at most points in other, you know, streamers' videos, people have left at this point because of stuff like that. And, you know, I don't blame them. There's nothing wrong with that. And yeah, we want that at tier 5. Because I'm the same way. I can't do something repetitively over and over and over again, and, you know, come back and be like, all right, guys, you know. Exactly. That's the other thing is, you know, it's one thing if you're doing this professionally, you know, where you're coming back to this every day, you know, you're either doing recordings or live streaming for like 10 hours a day. You know, that is your job to get all this content out. That's one thing. Because you'll have the people that are, you know, that are going to be there every single day. They're going to watch every single episode. And, like, the reason even why now on the Third Age Total War game that I have going now, excuse me, the reason I've even done 13 parts of it is because it's getting to the place, you know, where, like, I finally, oh, son of a bitch. Can I get there in time?
Meat specimens.
Let's deal with this revolt first. That'll be good because it'll make us more money. Let's just get rid of this. I lost my train of thought. Let's just come down here. No, let's get leadership for him. Oh, like the Dwarves of Erebor. Like, the reason I've done like 13 episodes is because it's getting to that point where I'm not steamrolling, and it's still getting good because I'm still having to do like, I still have to manually fight battles. It's not to the point where you know, to the point where you can't watch a few episodes and probably catch up, which descriptions of videos only go so long, or like so far, I mean, where you know, you even if you only do 30-minute videos, like, if you have 100 of them, nobody's gonna watch all of those. Like, I just don't see how it's possible. And so, like, even though I'm enjoying the Erebor campaign, I don't know how many more times I'll be doing recordings of it and, like, upload it. I might play it in my spare time, but I'm not going to continuously you know, do recordings of that, because people will lose interest because they want to see the start and, like, the middle of another campaign. And I mean, you can still, even as a creator, like, you can still use those campaigns because you can keep playing that on your own, and, you know, you can take screenshots. You can be like, hey, you know, you can cash, you can, you know, go to,
Make big holes in the earth.
you can show like, hey, like, I know I haven't, you know, done a recording of this in a while, but check out what happened in the campaign that I'm continuing, you know, that kind of stuff. That's not really important. And so it's little things like that, you know, just because myself or another YouTube creator isn't doing a recording or whatnot anymore, there's still something you can benefit from. Just a minute, I'm gonna check and see what he just spilt. Nah, he's fine. And like even going back to like steamrolling and what you're talking about there, yeah, whatever. There was no way I was gonna win.
Cowards, answer to me.
So you need a middle point. Do you mean like a halfway point in terms of like campaigns, or what do you mean?
Clan needs new better rulers.
Good.
It's alive! Kill! Harvest pods!
Good.
Master Lord of Hell Pit!
Yeah, that'll be good. Get more Hell Pit attendance.
Best better than me. Rat knows me is best lord. Good fight.
Alright, we'll stay here and make sure the walls get built. And next turn we'll be able to build that. Yeah, exactly. Like, and this happens in Warhammer 2 a lot more than like Third Age Divide and Conquer. Just because of the engine it's on, you know, like Warhammer 2, you have so many units that, you know, you can steamroll, and you get to that point, people are like, all right, do the next thing, like, show us how to start, you know, with this way, depending on what you're looking for. But like with Third Age Divide and Conquer, it's not that type of game where, you know, you can throw all missile units out there, you know, archers, and wipe out every single type of army. You have to go with a balanced approach in that type of game because of how the game is set up. And that's what I enjoy about it, because, you know, you have to take the time to, you know, you can't do things like this where you capture a settlement and build 4 things at a time. You just can't do that in that game. And I personally, like, I enjoy that aspect of it. You know, it's, you know, I play each game for the different things that it brings to the table. And so it's just
Gnawing hunger.
yeah, go here into ambush stance. But like, even though
Prepare ambush.
interest may stay longer in, you know, depending on the audience, like the Third Age Total War, especially DAC, like Divide and Conquer, I mean, still at some point you have to do something new. You have to, you know, do something where, okay, if you play as the potential evil dwarf nation, you know, if you go with the easy route, everyone, like, at that point is going to drop off. Like, everyone knows if you don't accept, I think it's one of the evil rings, like, nobody cares at that point because it's going to be super easy. They want the challenge. Which, so, I mean, in those types of campaigns, like, it's really easy to see people, you know, get into turn, like, 100 or more in those campaigns, because it takes, you know, in that type of in that game, it takes longer, I guess, to start steamrolling. You know, it's gonna take you let's go with that building. Yeah. It's just gonna take a little longer, so you can afford, you know, to play either a live stream or things like that longer. It's not as cheesable. I mean, like, being honest, I mean that's what it is. You can't cheese that game a whole lot.
Eat, devour, consume.
And also, like, people who go to that, which at even these units, like, just look how many kills they're getting compared to everything else. You know, you're not going. I'm not anyway. Like, I don't think you. If you go to someone's channel to watch, you know, Third Age Divide and Conquer, you're not going there to watch them, you know, pull some cheesy stuff out of their ass. You're going there because it's Lord of the Rings content. Good. I should have given him his brute horror. That's okay. We're slowly getting there for this campaign. It was a slower start, but I think it pays off in the end. Yeah, and it's nothing against the game. Like I say a lot of times in the videos and recordings I've done of the game, it's the fact that they are able to take the Medieval 2 Total War engine and create things with that level of graphics and detail is amazing. They've done a lot more with that than I've ever thought someone would be able to do with that kind of game. But what I'm worried about for that game is, like, I know they're coming out with version 5 soon. Again, using the same engine. But for them to, you know, I'm afraid interest for that is going to start peeling off if they don't start doing mods using, like, the Warhammer 2 engine. Because eventually, you know, the old game is going to become Warhammer 2 and not Medieval 2 Total War. And, which it's going to take a lot more time, a lot more detail, and effort into getting, you know, those mods completed for what they have to be. So, right now it's great, but I see some potential issues ahead. Good, we'll get that to tier 5. Give him more health. Good, he's almost maxed out. Oh no. Give him the brute horror. Good. Yeah, make him a little stronger. Got another arcane conduit. And just make Gorge more of a tank.
I will not obey.
Yep. Good. Good. Anything else? No. Just move it here for now. We'll probably attack that settlement next. Get some more money. Yeah, and that's the other thing. And unfortunately, like, I think the most updated game that they're using now is Attila, like Rome 2 Attila. And the mod, I think it's called Rise of Mordor. And that's still, like, underway. They're not completely done with it. And so, I mean, when that comes out, that mod, I think, is going to be really cool. But, I mean, it would take years upon years, I think, to mod this type of game. And
Unworkable.
With copyright ownership and all that stuff, I just don't think it'll ever become a thing where, you know, you're able to make a full-fledged Lord of the Rings game. I don't see it happening. Good. Yep, we'll make his melee a little bit, or his defense a little stronger.
that knows me is
Yep, we'll start getting that. I really haven't been paying too much attention to where I'm putting the points in right away since I'm not focusing on a weapons team. Yeah, why not? Eat a dick. Yeah, take his money. And we'll bust this up to tier 5. No. Yep. Yep. Good.
Fool, think
Sure.
better than me.
That pointer doesn't really matter anymore. Yep, get more of those guys, or put that in that point. More health for him will be good. More winds of magic. Good. Yeah, exactly. I mean, at some point, it's like, when do you, like, someone is full-fledged, like, either creative assembly is gonna see the, you know, the desire to do that and buy the rights, or you're just gonna have to keep modding it. Which I still don't know how the Third Age DAC mod uses some of the music in the game. Because, like, if I live stream it, or even on my recordings, I'm sure if you've watched long enough into it, I don't have any sound in my recordings or in the live stream, because you know, when I'm uploading videos to YouTube, you know, and it's doing its processing and checks, you know, it tells me, like, hey, like, you have this copyrighted music in your video, you know, what do you want us to do with it? And I mean, right now it's probably not as big of a deal because I'm not making money on the videos, but, you know, down the road, if my channel becomes big enough and it becomes monetized, you know, I'm not going to deal with the repercussions of getting a copyright claim on my channel and then getting my channel put on, you know, basically probation for doing that. So
endless hunger.
Eat a dick. They're recruiting garbage.
War beasts. Best experiment.
Good. My dog is panting back and forth. It's annoying. Yep, more health. So, like, even this campaign, I guarantee you, like, I'm probably only going to stream it just this and then play it on my own. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just the fact that, you know, I've never, you know, played as Throt before, and so I thought I'd give it a go. You know, it's yeah.
Of betrayal strong.
Good. Yeah, that's a good point. The thing, though, if it's different enough to avoid a copyright claim for them to put it in the game, but it's not enough of a difference in a copyright claim for me to, you know, like, upload a video with it in, that's where I get confused on it. Because the thing is, like, if I, you know, upload a video and say, like, you know what, I want the music in it, it's fine. If they copyright claim it and my stuff becomes monetized, you know, they get the money from that video, and I don't. And I get that, you know, I get that's how the business side of things work. But by doing that, I open the door for everyone else to start having issues. And at the end of the day, I'm not I'm obviously not to the point where I'm going to be monetized, but you know, I use that game because I enjoy Lord of the Rings. I enjoy it. It's not to make money off of it. And I think that's kind of the, other than like the views that other YouTubers get from it, I think that's, in my opinion, would be kind of a common consensus, is that they're not there to use it to make money. They're doing it there because they enjoy Lord of the Rings. I could be wrong, but that's my personal take on it. Is because obviously, like, YouTubers get paid off of views and whatnot, but you know, they're not, again, going to that extreme. But tell you what, I got enough mutagen. I'm about to lose it. Let's get frisky here. Why not?
Hey! Me hope it screams.
That's alright.
If not work, me eat.
Wow, we took some L's right there. Yikes. But like, even so, like right here, right? If I auto resolve it, their health will probably stay up there. But you know, if I go into like, if I actually fight the battle, their health, or if I don't fight the battle, their health stays up here. But if I do, it's probably going to be like more down here, even though I'll get a decisive victory. And so that's another reason why I haven't really gotten into Throt, is because they don't have that. You know, like if you auto resolve it, in auto resolve, it doesn't take that into consideration that, you know, your health is supposed to get knocked down to 75% right from the get-go. It just doesn't do that. But I think all that put aside, in terms of what I'm thinking of doing next, probably this weekend I'll probably live stream actually some Third Age Total War. Probably continuing as the Northern Dunedain. I'm having fun with that campaign. I'm not far into that one at all anyway. So I'm interested in keeping that one going.
Master Lord, help it!
But and I should have another part that's done uploading now.
Well now.
Good. Forgive him, so. Good. Potion of toughness. Yeah, that'll be good.
If disobey, will turn into throttling.
Good. Which I might need to start recruiting some heroes just so I can get more help at attendance. Keep increasing our research rate. Let's start going down this way.
Good fight, good harvest. I am Throt, the Unclean.
Eventually, I'll need to start making a weapons team on me to deal with the chaos. Like, this is something I'm definitely going to continue in my own time. It's just like, right now, I just I probably won't stream it again. He's just pacing back and forth. Cash, are you bored? Going off the total opposite now. We're gonna. I kind of want to talk a little about Lord of the Rings. Like, do you personally play the Divide and Conquer mod, or is it just something you kind of watch?
Kill, harvest pods. I must eat, feed.
Yep, more armor will be good. Go rich and just keep getting leveled up. Set it up before we get into armor. Yeah, I was kind of mine was more or less the same thing. My main game was Third Age Total War, and then I got into Warhammer, and like it's sad to say, like I lost my not only like for Third Age, but even for Warhammer. Like it wasn't until I started streaming and everything where I really started. That actually wouldn't be too bad on them. You know, where I got that, good God.
Crossbreed! Transplant!
I mean, if they're all gonna become unstable, you might as well do it, right? But like, this is, you know, where it'd be nice to, I mean, this is, at this point when you get, I played a lot. 2.7 for like, yeah. See, at this point, like, why would you ever fight a battle manually with these? One, they're really strong in auto resolve, but like, yeah, just why would you? Yeah, I think for Third Age Total War, I've put like 700 hours in, and that's throughout all the different types of versions. I am excited for version 5 just because of they're adding, you know, like in Warhammer 2, you can have like different things happen all the time. Like you can do a campaign 100 times and things will be different. More like some things will be different. But you know, like in Third Age, you know, like if stuff happens, it's because they have it programmed to happen a certain way. It's not because it's just random chance, which that is what I do miss. But it seems anyway to me that in version 5 they're kind of fixing that, where some things are a little more randomly generated, which I think is a big step for them. I think it's going to be really awesome to see how that works. Yeah, we'll get that built. Same with that. Actually, we'll get that building going there. And so, yeah, again, I'm excited for that part of it. But I'm excited for version 5. I think it's gonna be pretty cool. Get that up to tier 3. Ring around the rosy. Yeah, we'll buff that up so you get some walls, get money.
Hunger, endless hunger. Good, not eat. Not trust this one. Eat.
Make them harder to break.
Bad rat. Best as parts. Rat knows what food.
So they're coming to attack me this way.
Fine.
Holy shit!
Ask
Now I suppose I should come back and head this way. Walls will be fine. The one thing I have found is like Dak fans are very loyal, which is awesome to see. Just as a new YouTube streamer, uploader, whatever you want to call it, it's a very promising thing to see. Because again, it's something that like there aren't like necessarily like Warhammer movies out. How there is, for Lord of the Rings, like people will always enjoy Lord of the Rings because it's Lord of the Rings. And so I think there's always going to be that demand for the game. It's just I hope it doesn't become too outdated. For people to be like, why would I play that kind of game? Oh, I need to bring him back. Which I'm probably gonna wrap it up soon-ish. I'm getting hungry. My fiance is on her way home, and I need to. I'm in charge of cooking supper tonight, so that'll be fine. They'll be able to hold that off. If I need to recruit a lord there, I can. Yep. Which I'm definitely going to continue this in my own time. I just don't know if I'm going to keep streaming it. Because it's like it would be cool. They have monster and everything mutations. But it would be cool if you could mutate everything effectively, missiles included. But I get that that's not the point behind Clan Molder as well. Can't have everything. Make sure he doesn't break. Yeah, exactly. Like, and that's, I mean, it's smart of those who do play Third Age. They realize that. And I mean, that's also, I mean, as
for food flesh.
What am I trying to say? Like, with how small of a niche that market is, it's little things like, again, can't you mutate it? Yeah. Sorry, I had a hangnail. It's not that you can't mutate them, because you can. You can mutate any infantry or missile unit. I'm saying the mutations don't buff them, for missile units. I'll show you what I mean. Like all the mutations for an infantry or infantry missile unit don't actually buff the missile part. It only does their melee. Yeah, we get that going. Where did that? Alright, revolted over there. Yeah, we'll get this to... We'll get that to tier 5. That'll be good for the tech. So, yeah. So, right here, right? I have warp fire throwers. There's nothing... Other than this one, I guess, wouldn't be... You could make a pretty dangerous weapons team stack if you all got them stalker senses. But there's nothing in here that, buffs their missile damage. And, I mean, I don't care who you are. If you're buffing melee stats on infantry units, or melee stats on missile units, then you probably shouldn't play as Clan Molder.
harvest pods! Unleash war beasts! Best experiment!
Yeah, let's
Find
buff that up to
creature
tier 3.
beasts! Experiment!
Get rid of Osland, good. Good.
I must eat feed!
Yeah, don't care. Woundmaker will be good.
Is loyal.
Yep, missile units will be a little faster. Take him off his plague furnace.
They obey me. For now.
But, oh, I got another one. Oh, Gorge.
Bifurcate. Transplant.
He's already got quite a bit of health. Let's make him a better melee combatant. Yeah, might have to build a lord there just to fight that off. But yeah, I am enjoying this campaign, even though, like, again, it's easy at this stage when there aren't that many viewers to blow through a campaign. I mean, I did 72 turns in a little over 3 hours. So it's really easy to do that when there's just obviously only you and I are interacting. But I mean, for the first time going through it, I see the fun in it. I also see, in this case, you know, where I spend all this time to level them up, and you kind of run into that, which I think, I mean, if I were to like play this campaign, like to keep on keeping on, to keep going, I would have stopped at getting cellular instability, casualty replenishment rate, and then this one right here for the physical resistance, and maybe the missile resistance one. Everything else, I just don't see the plus side into getting. So I'm gonna save it and just briefly talk about what I'm kind of thinking moving ahead. I'll probably just end up playing this one in my own time, and kind of hopefully run into some cool things moving on. And I'll use my Discord. Hi, Cash. I'll use my Discord, which again, that is at Lemon Pledge Total War, same as my channel name. And then probably also I'll use Mercy Mad's Discord server and the self-promotion thread to talk about when I'll be streaming and what I'll be streaming. I'm thinking at this point it'll probably be Third Age Total War, Divide and Conquer, but I'm not sure at this point. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm leaning towards, and I'll continue with the usual upload of Third Age Total War. But yeah, I think that's where I'm at. Mainly because at this point, the reason I don't want to live stream this again, because I mean, 30 turns or 20 to 30 turns, the chaos will be here, and there's just not much else to really do. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm gonna end it, I think. Thank you, Nicholas, for, I mean, you stayed on almost the entire time. Other than, you know, the first like few minutes of where you didn't get the notification. So I mean, thank you for chiming in. I hope you're enjoying the content that I'm bringing out. I definitely enjoy the conversations that we have, and able to talk about Warhammer 2, Warhammer in general, and Third Age, which. Yeah, definitely. I hope I see you here again. Which again, it'll either be Saturday or Sunday, probably around the same time. Which that's one thing I'm not sure what days I'll be able to live stream, but the days I am able to live stream, I'm looking to do it around midday my time to like 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon. That way, at least the time frame of when I'll be live streaming will be consistent. And there's Cash. He decided to make an appearance here at the end. But again, I'll know more in the next coming of days, and I may even actually be able to live stream tomorrow. I don't know. It'll be on the Discord. What I end up deciding to do. So again, thank you thank you to those who were able to catch the stream. Thank you, Nicholas, again. And I hope to see you guys all again soon. Later.